Welcome back, everyone. Great to be on here. It is early Tuesday morning or around noon on the East Coast, probably morning by the time you're watching this, or at least if you're watching this right now. So with that being said, folks, we do have some breaking news. Some brand new data is in fact coming out over these last 24, 48 hours that we need to discuss. And that is a polling data as far as asking the American people what they think of the current administration, the current state of the union, if you will, and also facts and statistical points in regards to whether or not Americans are truly better off under the current administration. So obviously, there's a debate to be had here, and depending on what your viewpoints are and where you stand politically, that will certainly affect your views and whether or not you do believe you're better off under the current administration. But this is some new data that I think is worth talking about and worthwhile. So let's take a look and dive right in here in just a moment. Let's let the YouTube algorithm kick in, and also hello Facebook. We have my Facebook friends hopping on here as well as my YouTube friends. Okay, awesome. If you are first joining, there we go, YouTube algorithm kicking in. Okay, and guys, if you are first joining us here, let us know where you're tuning in from, city, state, location, whatever you want to tell us. And if you're watching the replay, do say the word replay down below in the comment section. That will just help me. What time is it where you're tuning in from? Awesome. I'll kick off the chat here. Okay, I think we have enough people on for our live stream today. Let's dive right in. Make sure you go ahead and smash the like button. I'd appreciate that. If this live does get to 500 likes, we will do a cash giveaway where we give away $100 to a few of you lucky subscribers. And if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. So important. Next cash giveaway, as far as the subscriber count, will be at 30,000 subscribers. So I think we can get there within a pretty short period of time at the pace that we're going. Make sure you are subscribed and have that bell clicked. That will notify you when we do post a brand new video or go live. So, of course, Biden, is delivering the State of the Union, and a new poll actually shows that a record number of Americans say that they're actually worse off financially since President Biden took office, the most ever recorded by the poll in its 37 years of asking the question. So this is not a biased poll. It's not like this is coming from Fox News or a right-wing outlet like Breitbart or something, or Newsmax. This is just a poll that has been around for many, many decades from now, and it's asked every single term, every new administration, and it's simply, are you better off under the current administration, or are you worse off? So according to the ABC News Washington Post poll, 41% of Americans say that they are in a tougher financial situation since Biden's inauguration in January of 2021, while just 16% actually say that they are better off under President Biden. Those numbers stand in stark contrast to when the poll asked Americans the same question 2 years after the election of former President Trump, when just 13% said that they're worse off and 25% said that they were better off. That is a huge contrast, big difference there. The poll also showed that Biden has a 42% approval rating as of now and a 53% disapproval rating. When asked about the upcoming 2024 presidential election, although it's not necessarily up soon, 62% of Americans said that they would be disappointed or angry if Biden were to be reelected, while just 36% said that they would be enthusiastic or satisfied. So vast majority here, if you look at these polls so far and you understand this data, vast majority of people so far are worse off under the current president. Granted, things could really turn around, and you never know what this new year could bring and also the year of 2024, although Biden will probably be mostly in campaign mode, full swing, without focusing too much on legislation and getting bills passed. So we'll see what happens there. But as of right now, most Americans do say that they are worse off. Now, Trump fared better in the same question at this point in his presidency. 56% of Americans said that they would be disappointed or angry if he were to be reelected, compared to 43% who would be enthusiastic or satisfied, and just 31% of Democrats and Democrat-leaning independents said that Biden should be the party's presidential nominee, while 58% said that the party should pick somebody else. So not only are you seeing the numbers here from the American people as far as what they think of the current administration, but even Democrats themselves do not want to see the president run again. They would rather someone else, and this is not breaking news in and of itself. We have learned this over the last couple of years that Democrats just do not want to see a rematch of President Trump versus Biden, and they would rather someone else in that seat. Now, whether that's Kamala Harris or whether that is someone like a Bernie Sanders, a younger candidate, who knows? They just want someone else. They don't want Biden to run again, despite the accomplishments that they may think that he has achieved so far. Now, Trump also fared better in this category, as 44% of Republicans and Republican-leaning independents said that he should be the party's presidential nominee, while 49% said it should pick somebody else. So many Republicans, right, as you see here, do still want to see Trump run again, and that is a large chunk of the Republican Party. And, Trump is definitely, when you look at it compared to President Biden, Trump is definitely more favored to run again in his own party than in Biden's. And, Trump still has a major grip on the Republican Party despite everything that's going on and all the scandals and all the mishaps. He still has quite a strong grip on the Republican Party, and he's still quite popular among the GOP. Now, the poll said that in a hypothetical head-to-head matchup, Trump would best Biden 48 to 44%. When narrowed down to just registered voters, Trump could still come out on top 48 to 45. This is very, fickle. This could change at any moment, and so it always depends on what week that you're looking at these polls, right? The next week it could show Biden would beat Trump, but right now it looks like Trump would indeed beat Biden if the election were held today. Obviously, so many things could change by 2024. Now, Biden has not yet said that he would run for re-election, but has hinted that his announcement could be imminent. He told a crowd of Democratic officials and activists last week, "We're just getting started and, quote, I intend to get more done." We thought that Biden was going to announce that he would be running again for re-election with the new year. That's when it was widely anticipated that Biden was going to be announcing his re-election. So far, he has not. Maybe he's waiting till after the State of the Union, and it's going to be one big celebration, one party to really get everyone gathered and garner all the support. So maybe he just wants to do it right after that State of the Union, so that way it's fresh in everyone's head. He gets out of all of his accomplishments at the State of the Union, and then he could announce his re-election, and hopefully that could gain some support, and maybe Democrats will see him in a more favorable light, and the American people as well, for that matter. Now, Trump is so far the only announced candidate on the Republican side, but former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is expected to announce her candidacy at an event in South Carolina on February 15th. So that's definitely a wild card. I don't think even Trump saw that coming, that Nikki Haley would announce, when she's been consistently on Trump's side, and the president's, has had the president's back throughout his presidency. So that's definitely a surprise. And then if you throw in Ron DeSantis in there as well, and obviously Mike Pence, now you got a real tough competition here, and now it's going to be really tight. And whether or not Trump could pull ahead out of all those candidates in a pretty large field with some very popular names in there. These are not just small names like a Lindsey Graham would, probably get 2% of the vote, or maybe even Ted Cruz at this point. He's losing so much support that how many people would still vote for him? These are not small names, smaller congressmen and senators that don't have as much of a population and audience like Nikki Haley. And so that's definitely going to, make things a little bit interesting, and it will definitely get much more intense as far as the GOP side. So we'll have to see what happens, but it is certainly getting interesting, and the 2024 election is just gearing up and getting started. Again, these are numbers that are just coming out over the last 24, 48 hours, so this is still fresh, and these are still new numbers. Certainly things could change and look a lot different over the next few months and as we do get deeper into the new year. But I'm curious what your thoughts on this. Do you think the president should run again? Do you think he should run for re-election, or should the Democrats put someone else in his place and get a more popular candidate that they think could actually beat Trump definitely, or whoever the GOP nominee is? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section or in the live chat if you're watching live right now. And what do you think about these poll numbers, guys? Do you think that you are worse off under the current administration, or are you happier and more content with Biden and what he's done so far? Now, just looking at it at a financial standpoint could be different from your political views, so try to be as unbiased as possible if you can. and just take that into consideration. But I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts, so let me know down below in the comment section. With that being said, guys, more news is to come. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream this Tuesday afternoon. Thank you, thank you. More updates and developments will be following suit. Make sure you go and smash the like button. Make sure you share this video with a friend, get the word out, spread it on social media. If you want to get some free stocks, guys, go ahead and use those links down below in the description. Robinhood, you can sign up with Webull. You'll get some free stocks, some valued to thousands of dollars in some cases. All free money just for supporting me and the channel, so use those links down below. And if you want to connect with me on social media, I am on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I am on TikTok. Use the social links down below. I look forward to connecting with you there. Obviously, make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you so much and take care. Have a great day.